Hi everyone, welcome to the channel once again. If you are liking the videos which I am posting, please do subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. So in the previous video, we saw the commands. We tried to execute few of the commands like get services and all. Uh, so we'll deep dive into the commands. Now basically in PowerShell, you can execute four types of commands. These can be native Windows command which you use to execute on the command prompt like cd, notepad, calculator, cd slash, cd dot dot, cls, all these commands which you are able to use in the command prompt you will be able to use in the PowerShell as well. Now there are aliases like cls. This is a kind of alias in PowerShell. The actual command, as I have described earlier also, all those commands are basically combination of verb and noun. So in the background, it's a .NET framework which is running in the PowerShell. So uh, CLS is a alias for the command clear host, which is running in background in the PowerShell. So if you are from the Unix environment also, like suppose you are executing DLS, uh, to show the directories in the command prompt we used to type dir. All those commands are put as an alias in PowerShell so that you can execute that in PowerShell also. So if you are very familiar with the Unix environment and new to the PowerShell, most of the commands which you use to execute in Unix environment, you will be able to execute that in PowerShell also. I'm not telling all the commands, but most of the commands you will be able to execute it. So let's see some of the commands. We'll execute it and then we can check. So I'll go to my VM. Now this is my VM. I suppose I'm typing CLS. So all those like notepad and suppose see a calculator. If I want to open it, it's opening. So all these commands we use to execute in the command prompts also. So this is also executing here. So that's okay. Now if you are typing suppose CLS, you are typing to clear the screen. If you want to see what is the actual command which is executing behind CLS, you can type, you can check with the get-alias and CLS. You see clear host is the actual command name, clear host, alias is CLS. If you want to need help on any of the commands, you can just type get help. This I have already explained. And then if you want to get help on CLS, it will describe. Here also you see the name is clear host and clear to display, clear host, and all those things. Similar to like if you want to execute dir, it will execute the dir also, like all those list of directories. Similarly, if you want, so layer is a lot many. So I'll control C. If you want to from the Unix environment, you will do ls, and again it shows all the list of directories. So you see all those commands as a aliases you are able to execute. So this is very handy. All those commands also, like conditional command, like suppose you want to type 4 uh, equal to 5, this you will not be able to do, or 4 greater than 5, you will not be able to do. But the command here is 4, you see, less than equal to, like, or equal to 5. So it says false, that 4 is not equal to 5. So conditional commands also, if you want to execute 4 plus 5, you will be able to do it. 5 minus 3, you will be able to do it. So all those commands here, if this prioritization like BODMAS rule will also be applicable. Like suppose if you want to say 2 uh, into 3 plus 4. So if you want, based on the priority, if you want to increase the this, you can put it in bracket and then it will be able to execute it. So these things also you can do. Now suppose somebody has written some command, like suppose somebody has written gp uh, what I can say, suppose somebody has written get service, and uh, you have written get member. Now this will list down all the properties and methods which are there in the get service. So for get member you have this gm command. So get service, and then if you type gm, so it will list down all the properties and the methods. Now this get service also has an alias. Like suppose if you get uh, gsv get service, this is the alias, and if you write, you see it lists down all these services also. So there are a lot many aliases are there which you can use. Now if you find an old script where they have used aliases gsv something like that, see if somebody has uses this aliases dir cls and gsv, and you are not familiar what is this gsv, somebody has written gsv in any of the commands and you are not familiar, like suppose I'm writing cls, somebody has written gsv and some commands like name, uh, and suppose and you're not, you're thinking what is this gsv, I don't know. So you can take help of get aliases. First thing, get aliases and gsv, you will be able to find that this is the alias, or you can find get help, uh, gsv you can type, and then you will get some help. And then because if you find any of the older script, the people have used lot many uh, aliases and shortcuts. So for this is very helpful. So we have covered the aliases, windows in native commands also, and then the conditions also, and uh, all those commands. This we have already, command list we have already, uh, command list we have already covered. So in next video we'll deep dive into it. That's all. Thank you.